Hello, my homies. One smart cat doing a game of Warpforge, and I am super excited because this game is back on the demo. They keep putting it on demo, taking it off, putting it on demo, taking it off, and this time, this is the longest that it's going to be on demo. It's going to be on demo from today, this video being put out, which is the 25th of March. Are we in March? May. We're in May. On the 25th of May, all the way to the 1st of June. So that is pretty much eight days for the most part, if you include today and you include next Thursday. And I am also super excited because they finally added in the last faction that they're gonna have in for the time being. They already have the Ultramarines, the Orcs, the Necrons, the Chaos Marines, the Eldari, and finally the Tyranids. I'm so happy to see the Zergs, the Zerglings have finally made it into the demo of Warpforge. So as far as the splash screen goes of this game, that's all of the factions that they're gonna have at introduction that we know about. That being said, for this video we will be focusing on the Tyranids, and the first thing we're gonna do is take a look at their decks that they have made. We're not gonna take a look at all of them, but we are gonna look at each one of the commanders. The first one is Turvagon. So this guy, if you don't remember, if you've never seen any of these videos before, each of the commanders or each of the leaders of the decks, they all have a talent that basically gives them a card every single turn. That way, even if you don't have a card in your hand that you can play, you'll always have a card that you can play. So his is the Brood Progenitor, and every single one of these is ephemeral, which means that if you don't play it for the turn, it disappears. That way you don't have a million of these things if you're not playing them. But anyway, it gives you a Termagant into your hand, which is a 2-drop card that has a special ability, and we'll talk about the special ability here in a minute, because the Tyranids in this game are bringing in with them 2 trigger words that are, as far as I can tell, that are specific to them, and we'll talk about those here in a second. The next commander that they have, I don't know if they're called commanders, that's just what the fuck I'm calling them. We have Northrope. I've been calling him the Nope Rope. And what he is able to do is he gets this 1 mana card, and they call these energy, but I don't know. I'll probably switch between energy and mana. His card does deal 1 damage to an enemy or give one of your friendly units health. So that's not super strong, but depending on the situation, the fact that it only costs 1 energy, it's enough to finish somebody off, it's enough to keep somebody alive, and you get this every single turn. So in the right situation, this could honestly save you the game, depending on what's happening. And their last commander, look at this guy, he's absolutely fucking beautiful. The last commander is the Swarm Lord, and his talent, the card that he gets, is 2 energy, and it does give 1 melee attack, 1 range attack, and 1 health to a friendly troop. So every single turn on your turn, on his turn, he gets this card. So if you don't have anything else to spend that energy on, you will at least have this card to buff one of your troops. You can't do it to yourself, you can only do it to one of the troops. So like, he can't put it on himself, but as long as he has a troop on the field, he's going to be able to do it. So the first deck that we are going to play with is the Endless Swarm. And the reason we are going to play with this deck, look at that card back. The card backs look so awesome. The reason we're going to play with this guy first is because he uses both of the keywords. All right, so the first keyword that we're going to look at that is new with these guys, the Tyranids, is the Swarm keyword. So what this does is, as long as you have a unit that is the same name and has the Swarm ability, they can actually combine into each other. So if you put one of these down on the field, and the next one that you put on the field, if you put it to the left of the first card, then they will actually combine and they'll add all of their stats together. So if you have one of these on the field and you put another one down, then they'll get a +1, +1, +1. And the thing with this bud This is the guy that has the created termagant. These termagants have that ability. So every single turn, you can get one of these in your hand, and you can basically keep building them up on the field, as long as he stays alive, obviously. And you could just keep doing this over and over and over and over again. So if you see a termagant on the field, kill that motherfucker. And I'm talking about if you're on the other side. Obviously, if you're on the Tyranid side, you don't want them to kill your termagant. All right, let's look at the other keyword. And the other keyword is on this guy, the Tyranid warrior. It's on a couple of other people as well. It is synapse. And if you know anything about the Tyranids, the synapses are really important. It's basically a higher level Tyranid that's able to control the lower level Tyranids. And if there's not a higher level Tyranid around, that's gonna, you know, basically control all the other Tyranids into what they're doing, then they all just run rampant. So in the game, the keyword synapse does when this unit is targeted by a friendly stratagem, which is basically like a spell card, magic card, any sort of effect card that isn't a unit. Adjacent units are affected by that stratagem as well. So if this guy's on the field and there's a dude on the left and there's a dude on the right, and you put a card on him that gives him like +2/+2, then the dude on the left and the dude on the right also get +2/+2. So those are the two keywords that come with the Tyranids: synapse and nope, not that one, and swarm. I will hopefully be able to show you how they work using this deck and going into a game. After that, we will do another one of the pre-mades. Let's jump into a match. All right. Oh, we're going against some of our bug brethren. We're going against other Tyranids. What do we got? When another troop dies, he'll 2. This has synapse. 2 3s. Yeah, it's not a bad starting hand. Yeah, we're both yelling at each other. So he has the Swarm Lord one. All right. Wait, you can use that to boost yourself? Oh no, that's a different card. Okay, that's only for that turn. Gotcha. Next troop costs 2 less. We could do that with a Tide then. So what Tide does is whenever you put it down, as long as you have enough energy, you can basically put down another copy of the card up to however many Tide you have. So if you have enough energy to do it, you can put this card down 4 times. And with this, that 2 energy will make it so that we can at least put it down 2 times. And it has Swarm, so they will combine. Now it's a 4/6. That's a really good first turn. I'm not going to attack him because he starts off with a lot more life than I do. So we don't want to trade there. And we can move our cards around, which is awesome. After not being able to move our cards in Spell Slingers, it's so good to be able to move my cards around the way that so that they're in fucking order. This guy also has synapse. When another troop dies, this heals 2. It has 4 on range. So if this is your first time seeing the game, these 2 circles, this is melee and this is a range attack. It's something that makes this card game a bit different from most of the other ones. And you can pick which one you're doing. Like you can pick if you're doing a melee attack or a range attack. And we're just not going to swing with this because that's just not a good trade for us. So we start shooting with this guy. He's going to take 4 damage. We're only going to take 1 damage. Which is why he swung at us. But that guy has stealth, so we can't target him. But we'll go ahead and swing with this guy. He'll die and he will heal. Now I could take the 1 damage from him and still stay alive. Very nice, very nice. What we got here? 3 random troops, synapse, and when a friendly unit triggers swarm, get +1/+1. Interesting. Costs less. Synapse. Let's go ahead and put this big boy out. Now that we have the life advantage, now we'll start trading with him. If you have the life advantage, you should always trade with the commander. Alright, this guy's not stealth anymore. He hits hard as fuck though. So anytime this guy hits, he heals himself by 4. That's pretty badass. This guy's a lot of stealth troops. And he stuns whenever he hits. Ooh. Cannot act during the next turn. Troops cost 1 less for this turn. That's not going to help me. I'm going to get hit by that 7, which is going to suck. Let's put this guy out. That way, if he hits my commander by 7, at least next turn, I'll be able to kill it next turn. And then we don't have any other play, so we'll just spend our ephemeral card in order to get a termagant for next turn. And then we'll take the trade. So if this stays alive, I can synapse it. Oh wait, no. Synapse is the one that does the stratagem. Never mind. New keywords. Gotta get used to the new keywords. Fucking love the art that they're doing on these cards. These are the same guys that did the Horus Heresy card game. But all the art on the Horus Heresy card games, like on all the cards, they're just ripped out of like the different codexes, and they're all existing art on those cards. All of these arts look brand new. Like it looks like they actually drew all this art, which is fucking awesome. I don't know what my opponent is doing right now. I skipped the time that he was just sitting there. All right, so let's go ahead and we have 6. I mean, we could put 3 of these down. And since he didn't use this thing, we could kill that too. So you see his range is 0. So if we do range on him, then we'll take 0 damage. So we got rid of that big problem. And then we could swarm that twice. We do this 3. Let's do this one. And let's just make him as big as we can. That's such a cool mechanic. Like those 2 mechanics put together are fucking crazy. That's so cool. The swarm and the tide. It's just like it's the it's basically just like the Tyranids like biomassing together and making bigger Tyranids. It's a very lore factual capability. Sorry for my broken sentence there. I was like, I'm talking and I'm thinking what I want to do at the same time. Let's keep control of the field. When any troop dies, that thing gets to come up. That's fucking cool. So the fact that this is infantry troops cost 1 less, that means I can do this for free. Let's go ahead and play this. So now this is 0. I'll get another one that's 0. We combine those. And then we can't combine it again because it's only... Wait, can we? Okay, that's the most that we can do it. That's fucking cool. We'll do this. We'll do this. Alright. That was a great turn. We have complete domination of the field right now. Let's make some clicky noises at him. Yeah. What does that screech one do? Yeah. That's how Tyranids talk shit. Putting armor on one of his boys. But the fact that he doesn't have... Ooh, that was a cool card. What was that? Deal 2 damage to everything? That's pretty cool. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he was dead. That combination of being able to merge with Tide is a great fucking combo. That's so fucking cool. All right, for the second game, we are going to be using Mr. Nope Rope here, and we're going to use his deck, the Synaptic Control. Now, the reason that I want to use this deck is because it has a synergy that I'm super interested in trying to use. So there's this card called Spore Mine. It's a 1 mana card, 1 energy card, and at the end of the turn, it kills itself and it does 3 damage to a random enemy. So we have that in the deck, and then we have this thing in the deck. At the end of the turn, it makes a Spore Mine. And then we have... Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. This one. Whenever we do a stratagem, which is basically a spell card or any card like that, it also makes a Spore Mine. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to make a crap ton of these Spore Mines. Just because I want to. I just want to see how it works. Let's go. All right, looks like we're going against the Ultramarines. We want to keep this guy because I want to try to do the Spore Mine thing. That's really interesting to me. We don't need anybody to be stealth at the beginning. Kill tutor friendly troop and create a copy of it in your hand. We're going to keep that so we can use that on him. And then 5 mana is way too high. We don't need that right now. They need to make their screams louder. What did he just do? Okay, so he drew a stratagem. He drew a magic card or something. Your next troop this turn costs 2 less, so we can do that. And then do nothing else because none of our troops are 2 or less. So we will do the leech. So we did 1 damage to him because that's what we're able to do. And there's no point in using that because we don't have any troops that we can put out right now. So that's the good thing about like every single commander has one of these cards that they get every single turn. So even if you don't have anything to play, you'll at least have one thing to play. Okay, so I don't remember all the decks, but I'm assuming this is the Ultramarine that uses a bunch of spell cards because he just shot me with lightning or something. Yeah, so he's gonna have a lot of spell cards. Let's put out our bud, and let's start getting some of these spores and see how it works. So now if this makes it to the next turn, it will blow itself up and it will do 3 damage randomly. Don't kill him. No. He only got 1 spore out. That's awesome. I love it. I want more spores. That was fucking great. Let's see. Man, all of our troops are like really high. This is 2 less so we can do this guy. We'll put him out. And now that we have the life advantage, we will go ahead and trade. Oh, we're just throwing lightning at each other. Let's yell at him. No, I don't want to be wary. Yeah, making sounds. Ow. He really wants to keep board control. Give stealth, 1 damage. He has Vanguard. I could 1 damage him to death. But I'd rather have a troop out on the field. We'll put this out. And we have health advantage, so we'll go ahead and take this trade. He only does 1 damage to me, so that's fine. And yep. What does this do? It has synapse, and when a friendly unit triggers synapse, he does random damage. Okay, cool.
Trust in the Emperor at the hour of battle.
I want my spores. He killed my guy that makes spores. Oh, look, there's my other guy that makes spores. Nice. So let's do this. I can't believe that this costs 0. Let's do that. So now we can put him out for 1. I should have put him over here because I'm an idiot, because this guy has synapse. I can't move him. It's you know, it's the beginning of the game. It's the beginning of this game being out. Now he's gonna do random damage, right? Yeah, very nice. And we can choose an effect to give him. Let's give him +2 health. Let's make sure this guy stays alive. And then it's gonna do that again, and then his synapsing is gonna go off again. Very nice, very nice. And then let's stealth this guy so they can't kill him, because I want him to stay alive. And then we keep the board control. Yeah, we got a spore. So right now you're only able to use the pre-made decks that they have, and all their pre-made decks are honestly really damn good, like, to be completely honest. Some of them are better than other ones, but overall they're decent. But whenever I'm able to make my own deck, I am gonna figure out how to make the shit ton of these things. No, he blew up my spore. Blind 2 enemies. So this makes it so they don't have range, which would be these. They're both better at melee anyway, so that doesn't really help. Synapse, Artifice, give shield to a random opponent or a random friend. You wouldn't want to give it to your opponent. Blind 2 enemies. Yeah, we'll put a Synapse over here on this side. I should put him in the middle. I am messing up on where I'm putting these guys. We can heal him. That was cool. So healing him did the synapse thing. That is really good to know. We're just gonna weaken this guy. Fuck that dude. Not with him though, because we want him to stay alive. We want him to make more spores. Yeah. This is a really cool deck. The pre-made decks that they did are all really fucking cool. I mean, this guy's in a lot of trouble. Unless he has a board wipe or something. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Infused with the Emperor's will.
That thing has Vanguard, which means I need to attack it first. He does not like my spores. I mean, it's honestly the best thing for him to do. Heal 3 to a friendly unit, give it +2 melee this turn. This also has Synapse. And whenever I play a thing, right? Yeah, whenever I play a stratagem. So let's do... Oh, and it gave him the shield. Nice. Wait, what the fuck does the shield do? I feel like I still took damage. Absorb all damage from one attack or effect. Oh, it has to be an attack. So like whenever I'm attacking, the shield doesn't work. Okay, makes sense. Honestly, this synapse thing is pretty cool. The synapse and the artifact combination is probably how I'm going to win this game, honestly. That's a cool combination. Right, another guy that has Vanguard. Every single card talks shit whenever it comes out, which I think is awesome right now. It might eventually get annoying, but honestly, it's pretty cool right now. Oh, he killed my synapse people. Yeah, deploy spore mines. Both of these have synapse, right? Does he have synapse? Yeah. So he'll give it to both of them. He made a thing, and he put a shield on him. That is really cool. And if we do this, he'll do it again, right?
The future is not set. Hope always glimmers.
That is some awesome fucking synergy, honestly. I am definitely going to be fucking with those guys. I am going to make the best fucking spore engine ever. All right, everybody, we are going to stop there for the time being. We had two very good matches with the brand new... Why do I keep forgetting their names? Two very good games with the new faction, the Tyranids, that has been added. So we now have all of our factions, like I said at the beginning of the video. All of our factions are ready to go. I would implore you, if you have any interest in the game, go download the demo. It's absolutely free. It's going to be open from today, this Thursday, the 25th, all the way till this next Thursday on the 1st. I am going to be playing it because I am digging the art style. I am digging the way that the cards talk to each other, and just the way that all of these pre-decks are built. The synergies in them are very, very good, and seeing how the cards interact with each other, that's my favorite thing. That whenever it comes to card games, that and winning are my favorite things whenever it comes to card games. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you in another one of my videos, and wee.